Hey guys, we are live, I think. I'm pretty sure. But it always takes just a second for everything to kind of get going. So I'm just checking on my phone to see if it pops up. And when you guys hop on, please say hey. Excuse me. I'm not going to start that again. Oh my gosh. Last week was ridiculous. Okay. Okay guys, when you hop on, say hey. Happy Thursday, everyone. I'm so glad to be crafting with you guys today. Super, super excited. I'm excited to chat with you guys and yeah, have a lot of fun. Let's see. There we go. That was special. I'm gonna put that right there just in case my stuff does not work. Happy Thursday, everybody. Oh my goodness. Happy Thursday, everybody. Okay, there we go. Okay, hop on and say hi. It's Thursday. I always love a Thursday. I feel like Thursday's kind of always been a favorite day of mine because it's right before Friday, and Friday's always fun. Excuse me. Let me drink some water. Maybe that'll help. So, I love a Thursday. We had fun last week. I'm looking forward to tonight. We are going to be making a Gatefold card because it was one or two people a few weeks ago, asked for some fun folding cards. So I'm going to do Gatefold, which is really super simple, but it's going to be really, really pretty. And then we're going to do some 3D flowers, and I'm going to show you how I do that. Hi there, Jordini. And so, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to turn out pretty, and we're going to have a good time tonight. Obviously, I'm going to wait a few minutes. We're going to wait for everyone to hop on, and then we can get going and making this really awesome, fun card. So again, when you guys hop on, say hey. If you guys watch this on a replay, even if you don't want to say leave a comment for hey, hey, it's a replay, will you at least like the video if you like it? Obviously, you have to like it to like it. But if you do, please hit that like button. Hey, Jean, how are you? And if you want to comment, I would love for you guys to comment because it's so fun to talk now, but then it's fun to talk on the replay. Because last week, I can't remember who it was, but someone was like, oh, I voted for the gold or something. It was something like that. And she wrote that down in her comment, which I thought was a lot of fun. So, hey, Venus, how are you? I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. We're going to have so much fun tonight, you guys. Debbie. Hi, Debbie from Oregon. Thank you for watching tonight. This is going to be so fun. I have noticed the last few lives we have a couple new people on, so that is a lot of fun to have some new people too, along with our other little kind of core group that's been watching kind of from the beginning. So that's been a lot of fun. And I'm excited about making these 3D flowers. I've made quite a few of these. Hi, Dawn from Rhode Island. Oh my goodness. How are you? But I've made these 3D flowers before. This is from Spellbinders, and they are so pretty. So obviously you cannot put these cards in an envelope, but you could hand deliver or put it in a box to mail it. And for you guys that are new, I have a crazy African gray parrot who shares my craft room, and she's very loud. So I apologize for that. Sometimes she gets comical and talks, but other times she just makes lots of noises. So how was everybody's week? I'm going to wait a couple more minutes. Then we'll switch the camera. But how was everybody's week? My week was pretty, actually, I feel like I had a really good week. I feel like it's gone fast. Like I can't believe it's already Thursday night, but I was able to get a lot of stuff done this week. So it felt really good to just like be accomplished and get things done. So how was your guys' week this past week? Definitely let me know. I also want to know what everybody had for dinner. And what are you guys going to have for a snack while you're watching? Dawn says, bracing for a major snowstorm, but looking forward to a day of crafting. Yeah. Well, the one good thing. Okay, so anyways, what have you guys had for dinner? We had leftover chili. That's my bird talking. My mother-in-law brought over funeral potatoes, which we live in Utah, and there's a lot of the Mormon religion here, which is my in-laws, and it cracks me up because they make these potatoes for every funeral. So my mother-in-law called me today and she says, hey, I made a bunch of funeral potatoes because there's a funeral tomorrow. And she said, but I made a ton, so I'm going to bring some over. Number one, they're really good. I don't think they're supposed to be mashed potatoes, but they're like cheesy and maybe some sour cream or something like that in it. But it has cornflakes on top, which is really weird, but it's really good. Okay, and then we had cornbread too, which was really, really yummy. Fortunately, the snowstorm will miss me in Pennsylvania. Well, that's good. Oh, you've been preparing for an online class with Jen Shirkus. That's going to be fun. Hi, Marcy. I'm so glad you're here. We're going to wait a couple more minutes for everybody to be on, and then we're going to get to crafting. And then I have some fun I do want to share. Once we get a few more people on, I do want to share something fun. I talked about it a few weeks ago that some fun things were going to be happening this year, and I think one of them I can talk about, and it'll be fun. Cornflakes on potatoes. Yeah, it's odd, but it really works, and they were super, super good. They're like kind of cheesy, kind of tangy, so that's why I think there's sour cream in them. They kind of mashy, kind of not, and you bake them and you sprinkle on cornflakes on top. It's weird, but it's super yummy. Okay, I'm just seeing anyone else. Okay, I'm so glad you're here too, Marcy. This is going to be fun. So I'll repeat again what we're going to do. We are going to do a gatefold card tonight with some 3D flowers, and I'm going to show you kind of how to make these 3D with this really fun, cool little toolkit that you can get from Spellbinders. Super awesome. Ooh, okay, so Venus says stuffed pepper soup. My son made it. Number one, that's even better if someone else makes it for you. And that sounds really good. Like really, really good. I could eat that. I could totally eat that. Okay, I'm going to say what the exciting thing is. One of the exciting things for me is, and then we'll switch the camera around. Okay, so one of the things that's happening is I'm getting t-shirts made with my logo and with a couple other designs that I am going to be selling. So I am super excited about this. I found a graphic designer on Upwork, and she made some really cute images, and I have my logo and my Create It With Joy logo and everything, and they are so cute. And these are really nice shirts. They're women's V-neck. They are sized I feel like they're a size smaller, so like you would have to order one size up, but they're really soft. It's going to be a black t-shirt. I love a black t-shirt. And so I should be getting those in a few weeks, and then I will have them up for sale. So, and I'll be wearing them on my lives because they're going to be so, so cute. So anyways, that's one of my exciting things that I'm sharing with you guys this time. So I'm going to flip it around, and we're going to get to making this card. Okay. Okay. Joanne. Joanne. Joanne, you're here. Listen now, I don't have bad taste in pudding, number one. Number two, the funeral potatoes are really good. So no judging. My friend Kim is here. Oh, I'm so glad you're watching live. Oh, I'm glad you like a good black t-shirt, Marcy, because I do too. My son, he calls me Joyce. That is not my name. See, she choked. I didn't choke. It's very good. Okay, let's get started on this gatefold card. Now, I folded it ahead of time, but I'll show you what the measurements are. And this one is super, super easy. I don't really do special fold cards, so it's kind of new to me, but it's not a big deal. Okay, so this measures 5.5 tall by 8.5. So 5.5 by 8.5 here. And with the gatefold card, so I mean basically it's going to be an A2 size when you're done, if that makes sense. So in your little score thing, this is the EK tools, but I know there's like the score buddy and whatever. Joanne, I'm very unhappy. Why are you very unhappy, Joanne? Don't be unhappy. We're making cards. Okay, so when you put this, if this wasn't folded, you're going to put this whole piece in, and you're going to score at 2 1/8 of an inch and 1/8 inch. 2 1/8 inch. So I scored it here, and then I flipped it around and did the same thing on the other side. So 2 1/8 inch. So then when you fold it, it's going to make an A2 sized card. So it'll fit into a normal envelope. Everybody with me? I feel like that's simple. Do any of you go shopping online and then have to remove half the basket because you can't afford it all? Absolutely. I do that all the time. Sometimes I do it on purpose, Joanne. Sometimes I fill it up and then I know I can't afford all that, and then I go through and edit in my cart. Oh, Kim, you love a gatefold card. Yeah, me too. Okay. We are going to make this flower. This beautiful hibiscus. This is what we're going to make. Marcy says, I haven't made a gatefold card in a long time. Yeah, I don't know that I've ever made a gatefold card, if I'm being honest. I don't think I have. So anyway, so we're going to make this beautiful flower. Oh, and then we've got some leaves that we're going to make to go with it. So this is a lot of fun. These flowers are so gorgeous. Okay, so let me bring, this is the die right here. So here are the leaves, and what I like about these dies, this is from Spellbinders. This is Susan Tierney Cockburn's collection. So she does a lot of these realistic flowers, which is pretty fantastic. So this is the leaves, and on it, on each one of these dies, it tells you how many times you need to die cut this for that specific flower, leaf, whatever. So you're going to die cut this twice for your leaves. Now you don't have to if you don't want that many leaves, but on the petals, so here are the 2 petals. Some of these flowers will say you have to die cut it 2 times, but both of these are just you die cut it 1 time. So then the same with this one, you die cut it once. And this is the stamen. Again, you just die cut this one once. This is a stamen that's going to go in the center. So I already die cut off camera because, you know, that's what I do. So here we go. So this is, they die cut nice and flat, and we're going to give them some life. Okay, but let me read because we got lots of things going on. Joanne, see, I'm unhappy. I've just spent 2 hours. I'll never get back, and now I'm very poor. Yes, but you're going to get good things, hopefully. Okay. That's genius. Never seen 2 times. I know. It's so good. So I have a bunch of these other dies, other flowers, like I said, that do have you cut it 2 or 3 times. But that's really, really super helpful. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in this awesome little kit. Oh, here's the leaves too. I die cut the leaves. So we'll get to those. Okay, so here is this cool tool thing, because when you do these flowers, you need these things, realistically. So you kind of have this foam pad. This is going to help shape some of the flowers. This is kind of a harder pad, and this is so you can add some veins to your leaves. This, you know, just a little craft sheet, a non-stick craft sheet. You get a tool-in-one with a bunch of so here's your tool-in-one, with a bunch of little ends that go in. So you have 2 different size ball stylus. You have like this little, 2 sizes of this little guy. Then you have a small ball stylus, and then like a poiky tool. That's what I'm going to call it. You also get, oh geez, you get scissors and reverse tweezers, and then I think these are just regular tweezers. So this is a great little kit. This really kind of gets you to what you need to be doing. So I'm going to put that aside. I'm going to get out my little tools. So first, let's see. Oh, that's funny, Joanne. Okay, let's add some color to this. So I die cut these from, oh, what is it called? Sorbet yellow cardstock from Cardstock Warehouse. And then I'm going to bring in these really pretty kind of corally orange Copic markers. So we are going, I don't need these scissors. We're going to add some detail to this. You could just have white cardstock and like completely color it, but I like to kind of start with a colored cardstock and then come in and add some details. So we're going to add some details to this, and I'm going to start with the YR04, and I'm just going to flick, but I'm not going to go up very far. I just kind of really want this to be towards the base of the petal, and then I'm going to color in that center, and I'm just going to flick up. Can you guys see okay? Do I need to zoom in more? I feel like you guys can see it, but if not, let me know and I will zoom in. So I'm going to do this for each one of these little petals. And then I'm going to come in with the next darkest color, which is YR02. And I'm going to go over that, but now I'm going to flick up just a little bit further, but still not very far. Can you guys see that? Can you see that, or is it washed out? There we go. Thanks, Marcy. Thank you. You're so kind. Okay, so while I'm doing this, last week I mentioned that we were going to start the series Wheel of Time, and it's on Prime. Oh my gosh, you guys, it is so good. It is so good. I mean, so good. So if any of you guys need a new show, you need to watch it, because I think we're already on episode 6. Okay, I'm going to go with YR01, the lightest color, and I'm going to start at the base again and go over the whole thing. And this time I'm going to go up quite a bit farther, but it's so light you're not going to see a ton of it, but what it's going to do is kind of blend out this side. So can you see how this side is blended more than this? It's like softened all of those strokes. Yes, Marcy, Wheel of Time. It is so good. It has, oh my gosh, Rosamund Pike, which I'll be honest, I don't really care for her in any other shows I've seen her in, but I think who she is fits this character that she plays. She's one of the main characters in the show. Really good acting, really good cinematography. I mean, it's like really a really good show. Okay, so there's that one. Now I'm going to come back in with this darker one, and we're going to add some dots. This is YR04 again. And I'm going to start down here, and again, this is the darkest marker, and I'm just going to add some dots kind of going up, different size dots. I'll show you guys if you can't see really well. Can you guys see that? Okay, Marcy says, we watched The Gilded Age on HBO, just started this week. We like it so far. If you like Downton Abbey, you'll like this. Okay, I did like Downton Abbey, but let me tell you, I mean, it's funny now. It was not funny at the time, but I can laugh about it now. And I just wish that there was some way we could have videotaped me and my husband's face, because I'm sure it would have been just sheer terror. So I'm laughing now. It's funny. It's funny now. Okay, anyways. So I know Downton Abbey had been out for a long time and we hadn't watched it. And so we started watching it right after we found out that our daughter had epilepsy. So after she had her first seizure, which I think I've mentioned before, was on a Disneyland ride. So needless to say, we were pretty freaked out in general, just in life. And if you guys have seen that show, one of the daughters has a seizure after having a baby, and they show that she died from it. And I remember looking over at my husband, and I'm like, that's not Jordan. He's like, no, but we were like absolutely mortified, and we didn't watch another episode past that. So we haven't even finished Downton Abbey, and that was not quite 5 years ago, almost 5 years ago. I mean, we were just absolutely mortified. It was horrible. Okay, so here's those little dots on this guy, and I think it turned out really, really pretty. Okay, so I'm going to color this guy. Let's see what else is going on. Wheel of Time jotted down. Yes. I don't even like period piece TV shows, but love them now with Downton. Okay, yeah. I think it depends on the show with that kind of a thing. But Wheel of Time is so good. And I'm pretty good at like guessing shows, like, or not guessing shows, guessing what's going to happen in a show. And I'm not guessing things really in this, which I really like. So I feel like I don't know what's going on in a good way. Okay, YRO2. So again, going over it, just kind of flicking, kind of light-handedly, if that makes sense. And just, you know, when you're Copic markers, when you're blending, I'm doing that same thing, even though I'm flicking, I'm just blending. Okay, what is it about, Joanne? Okay, well, it's kind of hard to explain because, again, it's like, what is happening? So the Wheel of Time is basically like when the Wheel of Time happens, everything kind of starts over. And they know when they're coming to the end of an age because the darkness comes in. And so there is what's called the dragon that's reborn in every Wheel of Time at some point. And they could either go with the darkness or go with the light. So there's these things, these people called the Aes Sedai, which are only women that carry this, that have this really awesome power that they tap into the light. And that's pretty neat. Just even in that group, they have different groups and they all wear different colors, like red, blue, or green, depending on what area they're working in. I don't even know how else to explain that. But one of them, the one Rosamund Pike, she is trying to find the new dragon, and it's now, but she's got 5 young adults that are about 20 years old that display some powers, but she doesn't know who the dragon is. So it's very, very interesting, and it's, I don't know, it's just really, really good. I'm probably not doing it justice, but it's really, really good. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, so Joanne is, let's see. Kim says, I watched Downton Abbey on Amazon Prime, the whole series, back to back. When I got to the end, I felt like I needed therapy. That's so funny. Took so much out of me, so many emotions. There is a lot of emotions in that, especially when people are having seizures. I just, no, it's not good. You're binge watching Psychic ATM. Okay. I'm also watching Honeybee Preview, the new release on my phone. Yes, Debbie. Yes, that should be coming because I'm on the Honeybee Stamps team, and that should be coming in the mail to, actually I just got a thing that is on its way to me, the new release, and I am so excited. And I do have to say, one of the things, because I've always loved watching Honeybee Stamps new releases, it's so exciting to be on the other end, and like when I get to do the sneak peeks, like for you guys, I get so excited for you because I remember how I felt being on the other side and waiting for the sneak peeks and what's the product's going to be is so much fun. Okay, so here is this little, I don't even know what this is called, okay, but this is going to give some life to these petals, and I have it on this foam thing. Okay, so my son Joe says, witches, they govern the land, darkness is afoot, they need to find the chosen one of many might have been found, from my understanding. Yes, but when you say witches, but it's not like witches, they're not really called, they're literally called the Aes Sedai, and they call each other sisters. So I think witches, I would not use that term because it's not really that. Okay, so I'm going to take this, I'm on my little foam piece here, and you're going to start on the outside of this leaf, and you're going to drag down with some pressure into the center. This is going to kind of break apart these fibers, but also it's going to give some definition to these petals. So I'm going to do that. So see the difference? Oh, no, maybe not. There we go. The difference like between the flat petal and that one. So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to go from outside to in. Okay, I'm going to do that on this one, and then we'll have more. Joanne, you're not a bad person. You don't have to get excited for honeybee. If it's not your style, it's not your style. No worries. Okay, so I'm going to do that on this one with the 3. We're going to do this first because this has to kind of dry together, and then we will put the rest of the card together. And I have a feeling because I talk so dang long that this might go over a little, but that's okay. We'll have fun. So having it on this little foam piece really, you know, kind of gives away when you're doing this. Okay, I'm going to put that aside. I'm going to pull out the reverse tweezers. Oops. So we've got these guys here. So now I'm going to put my tweezer kind of at the base of the flower petal here, if you guys can see that. And you're going to pinch it and hold it there with your fingers, and then you're going to use the reverse tweezers. Oop, and just kind of bend back the edges of these petals just a little bit. And now that petal has some more life. Really super simple. I mean, these take a minute to make, but honestly, like, this is something you could do sitting on your couch. You know, just like have them die cut already, and my bird, and just, you know, sit and give them some shape. Okay, so again, I'm going to put that tweezer at the bottom, and I'm going to pinch around it and pull the tweezer out while I'm still holding it, and then fold back the petals. Okay, I'm going to do that one more time. If you get a ball tool and run it around the edge of, you'll get a curl. Yes, you do. You do get a curl on the edge too. Just kind of depends on what flower you're making, I guess. But yes. Okay, last one. Oops. Thank you, Debbie. I appreciate you saying that. Okay. Oh, I guess I should color the stamen. Okay, so here's the little stamen pieces. I'm going to just be real quick with my coloring. I'm going to do the darkest on the top. I am going to flip this over because you will see both sides. So if you're using a white cardstock and you're going to color with Copic markers, color both sides because you will see under the petals, even on the back side. That's part of why I like to use a colored cardstock, because then I don't have to do that much work. Okay, I'm going with that lightest color down here to kind of blend it. Okay, I'm going to bring in the liquid glue, and so I have the back side facing me. I'm going to use my reverse tweezers and just hook them onto this side here, and then I'm going to add just a little bit of liquid glue, and while those are pinched, I'm going to turn and roll this onto itself. And now we've got this great little stamen piece. I kind of like to bend it back just a little. Okay, I'm going to put that aside. Let's do some leaves really quick. I already have 2. So I've got some green here. Put this lid on. Oh my gosh, get it in there. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to do that same flicking motion, and it's going to look like a nightmare at first, but I promise it gets better. This is a really dark, this is G29 that I'm using, and it's super dark. I'm using Fairway cardstock, which I think I totally forgot to list on my list in the description, you guys, and I'm so sorry, but oh my gosh, let go. Everything else I did list. Okay, G07, I'm going to go right over it, but a little bit past, just like I did with the other one. just a little bit past that. Okay, let's do this one. And then we're going to come in with one more lighter color, which is YG25. Here we go. Over it and a little bit past. But then that kind of blends out. This is kind of a metallic cardstock, and so I'm surprised that the Copic markers do well on this, but they do. Okay. Marker all over my hands. Okay, so here is this piece. This is what's going to let us draw the veins. I'm going to get out that little poiky tool that I said I had earlier. And these some of these tools are sharp. Like, seriously, watch out. Okay, so the tool-in-one, you just like pull this back, and it has little ridges in here that just hook in to here. And it's that simple. Oh, I still need that. Okay. So I'm just going to use this and just where the vein would naturally go, I'm going to go down the flower, and then I'm going to do the veins on the side. And this just kind of gives it more of a realistic look. I'm going to do the same on this big one, do that vein down the center, and then these other little veins down the side. Okay, does anyone have any awesome plans for the weekend? You know, I always ask because I want to live vicariously through everyone else. We are building the dog kennel still. That is taking us forever and a day, but we will get there. Okay, I'm going to take the tweezers in the center. I'm going to bend this up. Actually, let me bring this in. And I'm going to keep it pinched. I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to take the ball stylus and just kind of rub it on the tip here. And that's going to give this a little bit of life. And now we have this flower that's not just flat. You guys are talking about fun weather. 90 degrees and 80% humidity does not sound fun though. That sounds horrible. Thank you, Kim. You're so sweet. I don't believe that you're bad with them at all. And don't even let it intimidate you. Just color it and just do it. Thank you, Marcy. They do look real. The little one, because she's not one. Okay. Okay. So let's do this one more time. I'm going to pinch it and hold it and take the ball stylus on the back top of the leaf and just rub it. Okay, so there's that. Let's glue these bad boys together. Actually, hold on. Let me come back in with the ball stylus in the center here. So that way they'll kind of, then they'll kind of, that tweezer, they're going to cup up. Apparently my bird agrees with me. She said K. Okay. Let's glue these together. And then we can work on the background while these are drying. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue. So the 3 petaled one is the center. And I always forget how this goes. I think it goes like that. There we go. And I'm going to use these tweezers. Oops. Sorry guys, I'll get it. Okay, I'm going to use those tweezers and hold that there for just a second, and then we will put the stamen inside, and then I'm going to put this aside to dry, and we will work on the part for the gatefold. Now I'm going to kind of leave it like the background of the card white, because I don't know, I've really been into like the white, I don't know, a lot of white space. Does that make sense? Like I really, really have been into that. Okay, I feel like that's gonna hold. I'm gonna add some glue. I'm gonna add a decent amount there in the center. And then I'm gonna come in with the stamen, pop them right in there. And then I'm just gonna kind of put this aside. I'm gonna blow on it first. I'm reading everyone's. Kim loves golf. I like to watch golf. I don't know, there's something about it. My dad loves golf, and so I like to watch it on TV. It just kind of brings it back to my childhood because he always had it on TV. So it's pretty awesome. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside, and I'm going to let that dry. And hopefully it's going to dry right. Okay, let me get this stuff out of the way really quick, you guys, and then we're going to work on the background. And let's see. Where'd that little bag go? Oh no. I'm losing things, you guys. I'm losing things. Marcy, you get impatient with golfing? I do not get impatient with golfing. I am not good at it by any means, but it is way fun. One time my son invited me with his friends, and they were all very, very kind to me while I took forever. And I'm like, just mark me down for like the highest score possible, and then we'll go from there. It was so funny. Okay. Okay, so here's the got marker. Here's the Gatefold card. And so what I was thinking that would be fun is taking an embossing folder and then also one of these dies here. And I want to make some panels that are going to go on here that are just white embossed. That is my thought for this. So I'm actually going to run it through my die cut machine, or excuse me, run the embossing folder through first and then die cut. I don't usually tend to do that, but I kind of want to on this. Okay, so this is Altenew's Clematis Jingle Bells 3D embossing folder. And I just wanted something floral. I thought that would be really, really pretty. I'm gonna run that through. The Platinum 6. I got the Platinum, the largest one, and I used that for the first time the other day. That thing is massive, and it is so heavy. I was cracking up. I thought, you could really hurt somebody with this. Okay, isn't that pretty? Joanne. You're very kind to me, and I don't think I have awful taste in desserts. I think that's so good. Okay, so isn't that so pretty? So here's that. Okay. These are called precision something from Spellbinders, but I have them linked for you guys. But it's kind of like those infinity things, you know, you have so many sizes. Okay, so this is the size I'm going to go for right here. So I already have this embossed, and I kind of want it, I want to die cut close to each other, so that way it looks like it's running next to each other, if that makes sense. So I'm going to tape this in place and run this through the die cut machine. It will flatten this just a little bit because I already did the embossing, but it won't be too horrible. Mocha Chino, stop. Sorry, my dog is in here licking, and that's going to drive me nuts. Okay. I'm going to run that through. Okay. So here is this first piece. And I'm using the same color white cardstock that is for this background. So this is kind of how this will look. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to do the other side. Let me get this in place and run that through. Now I'm going to die cut a circle that's going to go over the center part of that gatefold. So I'm asking you guys, should we die cut that in white? Oops. Or should we do like a gold or something like that? A circle that's going to go over that centerpiece. Okay, here's that other piece. And I think I'm going to do a hot foiled sentiment for this as well, if that helps with the decision making. Okay, so this is going to go here. This is gonna go here. That means I'm gonna have to actually line things up, and that's awful. Okay. Okay, Joanne says white. Okay. I was kind of thinking the same thing, because then we have the pretty flowers and leaves, and then we'll have a gold embossing. Nope. Gold foiled sentiment. Okay, so I'm going to adhere these on. All right. I am the worst at centering things. It takes me forever. And I don't know why, but I struggle. But I think that's okay. Okay, let's do this one. I'm glad you agree with me, Joanne. I have the Platinum 6, but I needed to get the Gemini Junior because of my shoulder. Yeah, I have the Gemini Juniors too. Machine, so considering the Gemini Pro. Yeah, I have I don't use it that often. I use it for the really like intricate dies, just because I feel like that just die cuts it way better. Okay, so now we've got our little panels there. I just felt like we needed a little, I don't know, a little more fancy something. Okay, I'm going to use Honeybee stamps. This is the Sweet Stacks Circles. And let's see. I don't know if that's too small. Let's go with this size here. What do we think? Let me get the previous flower. I don't think that's only gonna fit well, no, that could fit 2 flowers. The Pro, and it gets on my nerves, I'm gonna downsize. Okay, I feel like we could do 2 flowers. I think we can get both flowers done. Well, we'll see. Maybe 1 flower leaves and that. Okay. So do you guys think this size is good, or should I go up 1 more circle size? Okay, first one or second one. Ooh, see, I'm kind of thinking the second one, because then we can get 2 flowers on here. But what do you guys think? First one or second one? And they're not that much bigger, you know, because these are kind of like the infinity ones. But here's the second one. Here's the first one on the inside. I'm kind of thinking for the second one. What do you guys think? Let me know, let me know, let me know. Let me grab some white paper while you guys, Marcy says the second one. Okay, good. Marcy, thanks for agreeing with me. That makes it easier. Let me grab some more cardstock here. Okay. Okay, Kim, what do you mean by double-sided die cut plates? Am I missing something? Do I not know something? I feel like there's a lot of things I don't know, you guys. Let me put these back in here. All right, let me trim this down. All right, I'm going to die cut this. Alrighty, here we go. All right, so here's the circle. I don't know why that is so dirty. Okay, so that's going to go in the center. And then let's do the hot foiling sentiment. And then we can get this whole card put together. I think it'll be ready by then. Okay, so I am using, this is just a scrap of it, but this is Spellbinder's synthetic cardstock for foiling. It's super thin, but it really, really takes the foil, which is really, really nice. I also use Simon Says Stamp 120 pound cardstock a lot. You can use other ones, but then you kind of have to mess with your shims a lot, which is really fine, but it's just kind of nice to have it take. So I'm going to turn my machine on. It takes a minute to heat up, so when this lights up, it lets you know that it's ready. And then when we go to foil, then we will press this timer. Marisha, my friend, you're on here. Hello, my darling. How are you? I'm so glad you're here. Okay, let me get some foil. Okay, my favorite foil is the Aura foil. It is so lovely. It is my favorite. Okay. Oh, let me grab this. This is from Yana's new collection from Spellbinder, and she just has some of the most beautiful stuff. Nakia, hi Nakia. I am so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're joining. So we're making a gatefold card. Let me give you a real quick while my thing's heating up. A quick recap. We're going to do a gatefold, and we embossed some little panels and placed them on here. Then we will have a circle that's going to have some images. So we also made some 3D hibiscus flowers and leaves. So if you didn't catch that, you may want to watch the replay of that part at least. I'm glad you stopped by too, Marisha. Okay, so I'm going to do, there's birthday, there's thanks, and then you have all the little sentiments inside. I'm going to do, I'm going to do birthday just because I think I'm running out of birthday cards. My cute mother-in-law bought all of them from me, so. Okay, so we have this fun scripty birthday, this specialty cardstock. I'm going to tape this in place. I'm going to make a little hinge, and you want to do a hinge when you're foiling. Don't ever foil without a hinge is all I'm saying, because when I first started foiling, I didn't know about the hinge. And when it wouldn't, if it didn't foil properly, I was like, what am I doing wrong? And it made me feel very, very frustrated and like, okay, I'm just not meant to foil, which is wrong. Foiling actually is easy, and it's so much fun. You guys, it's so much fun. So I do have a foil trimmer from Spellbinders, but I'm going to be lazy. I'm just going to trim off this little end piece here. So I made a hinge. So you want a hinge, that way if you run it through and you don't get a fantastic foil the first time, you can just flip the Glimmer plate back, add more foil to it, and then just run it through again, and it's going to land right in the same spot that it previously foiled. So put on a really good hinge. Don't have some little dinky little hinge, because that is not going to do it for you. So I'm going to flip this back. See, my tape did not stick. I'm going to flip this back, and I'm going to slide my foil underneath. Put that bad boy down, and then I'm going to get another piece of tape because I really want this to stay in place. So let me hold this in place. Okay, so my platform is still not ready yet. I should have heated it up a few minutes ago, but let's read things. Okay, Kim says, double-sided cutting plates are made by Crafter's Companion. They make dies that can be cut on both sides. What? But they're great for regular die cutting. They don't warp. You can use them in place of the magnetic and plastic shims. Shut up. Seriously. Donna, hello. Just subscribe to Foil of the Month. Nice, Joanne. Yes. There's so many people in here. You guys are so much fun. I just adore you guys. Okay, I'm still waiting. Any second now. I swear, any second now. That's why I got those plates. No warping. I don't even have any double-sided dies. I have got to get that. I need to get that. Okay, so that's from Crafter's Companion. Okay, awesome. Very, very good to know. Okay, so I'm going to move my stuff. So you can run this through the Platinum 6 die cutting machine because it fits perfectly. It's a good size. We're going to get there, you guys. We're going to get there. We're almost there. Oh, Marcy, thank you so much. You guys are so much fun. I think you guys bring all the fun. Marisha is going to take the jump and she is going to get the Glimmer hot foil machine because it is so dang awesome. But I should have warmed this up sooner. This is why we need a snack right now, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to say this again because a lot of you guys were not on here at the beginning when I talked to you weeks ago about I'm going to be doing something new, or I got new things going on this year. Okay, it's ready, so hold on, I'll get back to that in a second. So now I'm going to put this plate side down and I'm going to press the timer button, and when that's done blinking, then we'll run it through the die cut machine. And then here is my plate, my shim, and I have a couple paper shims in here because that's what works for me. So anyways, for you, those of you who did not hear, I am getting some t-shirts made. So I already have the designs sent off, and I've got 3 t-shirt designs to start off with, and it's really nice black shirts. There's women's V-neck. They are sized like a size smaller, so if you guys end up getting any, order a size up. But I am so excited about them, you guys. I am so excited because, and I'm going to be wearing them on my lives because they're going to be so cute. So anyways, that's my share. Okay, this is still blinking, so this should stop. I think this blinks for about a minute, and then we can run it through the die cut machine. So when we're done, we'll pull this out, run it through the machine, and you want to do it slow and take your time. So that's done blinking. I'm going to kind of pull it out of the docking station. I like to kind of set it in my die cut machine first and then add my plates on top. So I'm going to do that. And I like to do that so I don't accidentally shift my Glimmer plate around. And I'm going to run it through forward really slow, and then I will run it through backwards really slow. Thank you, Nakia. Thank you, Marisha. Okay, I'm going to go backwards now. Really, really slow. And if you're going to be doing more foiling, I mean, you need to stick it back in anyways, but make sure you push this all the way in and dock it again. That way it keeps warming up. So I'm going to remove this, and these plates are pretty dang hot, you guys. So let's see. So I'm going to leave my hinge in place at the top. I'm just going to release this bottom piece. Oh, you guys, it's so pretty. So right here didn't foil the best, just that little spot right there. But I'm actually not going to stress about it, but this is why the hinge comes in good. You would just peel back this foil, leaving that hinge in place, and add another piece of foil, and then you would just foil it again. But I don't, well, no, that's bothering me. Hold on. So see how that just lays down? So I'm going to do this one more time, you guys, because I think that is going to bother me. So I'm just going to trim another little piece. And I'm only really worried about the T, so I'm not worried if it's not covered down here. But I don't want tape sticking to any already foiled stuff, so I'm going to make sure that doesn't stick. Place this down again, but this time my platform is already ready, so I can just hit this button. So now this will go faster. T-shirts. Will they be available for chunky girls like me? You're so cute. I did order 1X, extra large, large, and mediums is what I ordered. So hopefully that will fit everybody. Okay. Joy, do you have any luck with PF Solid hot plate doing? You know, I have that hot plate, Debbie, and I haven't even used it yet. I actually, and I have foiled pieces saved, so I should do a live on that and kind of, we could kind of play with it together because I have not used it yet, but I do have that, and I do have the foiled sheets, the reverse part, you know, the part that you're talking about. So I do need to do that. Maybe we should do that together. Kim says, you switched your paper to hammer mill cover and you get much better results. Really? Okay, I'll have to try that. Like I said, this, okay, that's done. This synthetic paper from Spellbinders is really good. When I used it before, this is, I think this is the first time I've had to refoil on this. but the other times it worked really, really good. Okay. I'm going to redock this. Take that off. And let's peel this back. Let's see. You guys, does this time work for you, or do you need me to do it earlier? Okay, good. Now we've got a better foiled image on there. Do you guys need me to do this any earlier on Thursdays, or does this time work? I'm kind of open. If we needed to do it earlier, that would be fine too. Okay, I'm going to turn this off now and put this aside. Oh, my plug came out, because we are done with that. All right. So now here is the die. I think that's it right there. I have all this stuff listed because I can't remember what these things are called from. This is Yana's collection. I think this is her Bloom collection. It just came out, I believe, the 14th. Okay, so now I've got the die. I'm going to die cut this. Now, again, I'm going to be careful when I put my tape down to not tape on my foil, because it can peel your foil up, and then that's a big, huge bummer. Nobody needs that drama in their life. Okay. Let me run this through. So this sentiment will be a little bit wider. Whiter than the other cardstock, but I don't think that's actually an issue. Let's go, let go. Oh, hold on. We'll run that through again. Okay, this works. We're at crazy hours, so I may not always be able to watch. Yeah, I understand. Yes, Donna. Yay, t-shirts. Donna says this works for you. Marcy says this works for you. Okay. All right then. Well, good. I'm glad. I had to change it to a little bit earlier because I've always been a person who goes to bed at like 8 o'clock at night. Like even as a kid, I just went to bed so early. Even at my sleepovers, I was like zonked out, and then I would get up early, and I'm like, well, this is boring, because everyone else would sleep forever. Okay. Yes, sometimes more shims. Sometimes you have to use more shims, and you kind of have to play with it. I think that's why sometimes it's good to find a cardstock that takes it really well, and then you're kind of golden that way. But yeah, you just kind of have to play around with your shims, and you'll get it figured out. Like, don't let it discourage you. Okay, so here is, this light just washes this out. But there we go. Oh, you guys, I'm so special. I have to heat this up again because we have to do the word happy. Let's try this again. Oh my gosh, you guys. Let me get the plug. Sorry, I'm so in the way of the camera. Okay, I'm gonna turn that back on. Let me pull out the word happy and let's try this one more time. Do you do every Thursday? Yes, unless something comes up, which sometimes that happens. But yes, every Thursday. Every Thursday, Jean. Okay, so there's birthday wishes, and then there's, I swear there's a happy birthday in here too, but maybe not. Am I nutty? I know there's happy. Did I lose it? That's not good. Okay, let me dump it out. Oh, there we go. Okay. So this has lots of fun little sentiments in it. It's got these great little splatters that look so, so pretty. I just did a video with these sets, and that's on my channel. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to, oh gosh, I'm going to hinge this too, even though it's little. That will come true, Kim. That will. Okay, so I'm going to just have this down here. I'm going to have it to where it's straight at least, and I can trim it down. So I'm going to do the same little hinge. Let's get some more foil. And then I think after this we'll be ready to put this card together, because we're at an hour. So we'll probably go 15 more minutes, guys. I hope that is okie doke with you. Okay, my platform is already ready, which is good. I'm going to place that down. I still am going to come in and add another little piece of tape. And you can trim off this excess cardstock. I'm not worried about it right now. Well, I do have to worry about that end. Okay, I'm going to put that down, press my button. And in a minute, that should come up or be done, and then we can run it through the die cut machine. Okay, let's see. $2 a.m. Okay, where is it 2 a.m.? Jean is at 2 a.m. That's, oh no, Joanne, that's right. Yes, it is 2 a.m., Joanne. Yeah, probably not going to make much of a difference for you. Maybe it'd be 1, maybe it'd be 12. You're very sweet, Joanne, to watch and stay up in the middle of the night. Oh, that's why you were shopping, because your honey's asleep. I see how you play. I see, I see. Okay. All right, that's done. I'm going to pull it out. So I'm insomniac. I take sleep pills. Oh, that's not fun. I am so sorry, Joanne. That sucks, quite honestly. Okay, I'm gonna run that through. I'm gonna run it through a couple times. And this little guy should just take right away. Watch, now it won't because I said so. Okay. Take this up. Peel this back. Nope, that is beautiful. Do you see that? That foiled beautifully. All right. Let me put that back in there so I don't actually use it. Oh my gosh, that thing's so hot. I'm very sorry, Joanne. That is awful to not sleep. I don't have insomnia, but this stupid menopause crap definitely makes me not sleep good at all. And so I can understand a little bit of what you're going through, and that is not fun. Jean, yay for you. I'm retired and make cards as much as possible. That's so awesome. I am not retired, but this is what I'm trying to do for a living, so that's my plan. Okay, so I'm just going to trim this out. Where'd you go? Oh my gosh, seriously. Okay. Let's trim this and this. Yeah, no kidding, Marcy. Like, you have no idea till you go through it. It's freaking awful. Menopause is just, you can't even, things happen and you're just like, I didn't even know that could be related to that. It's so horrible. Okay, let me just get this. All right, let's put this card together, you guys. Let's do it. I'm gonna add a little, no. Okay. So let's put this circle. So I'm going to hook the circle to the left side of the panel. And I'm going to do it with some tape runner. I'm going to do a little bit more. Okay, now let's pray I get this centered. I got it. Okay. I'm perimenstrual. I have a hot patch. It's amazing. Yeah, I'm perimenopausal too. Yeah, it is. This is the worst of it. It is just horrible. I'm hot. I'm cold. I don't have. I think I've got one hot flash, like a little one, but I was getting night sweats like crazy. So now I'm on hormones and stuff like that when we're working on getting it better, but oh my gosh. I'm not usually one to get frustrated easy, but I have been so frustrated lately because I've been so just exhausted for no reason. No good reason other than I have this stupid thing. So it's interesting. I'm glad you went through it fast, Debbie. I hope so. I'm 45. I started when I was 43, kind of like close the end of my 43rd year. So maybe a year and a half now, something like that. Ugh. Okay, let's get these on here and then we can figure out the sentiment. So I kind of like it on, you can kind of open these up a little bit more now that the glue has dried, but I kind of want it something like this, and then we'll get the things in there. Oh, I bet the heat was. I am much more hot now just in general. Like I used to never get overheated, and like I used to take super hot showers, and now that if I take a super hot shower, I feel like I'm gonna pass out. I'm like, this is ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Yeah, they're not exaggerating, right, Marcy? It's crazy. I'm 45, Joanne. No, I don't mind you asking. I'm 45. Kim, you're almost 60. That is not even real. Your minute was at 45. Yeah, so 43. Starting. I mean, it's not abnormal, but it's still on the younger side. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me right now? Like, this is not what I want to be doing. Okay, I'm going to use liquid glue for this, obviously, because we really want to hold these in place. You also could do score tape, because you know that's super, super strong. So I'm going to kind of put this one up here. Where's my tweezers? I'm going to use my tweezers to hold in place. But I will say I really like being on hormones, especially testosterone. That is pretty fantastic, if you know what I mean. And it gives you energy, and which is good because I have none. Okay, I'm gonna use some liquid glue. I'm gonna slide this leaf under here. I kind of want to get some of these leaves in here and then add the other flower. Maybe. We'll see. Hold on. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. No. Let me put this one there. Okay, I like that. And why is men in menopause anyways? I don't even know. I don't even know, Marcy. I don't even know, but I feel like it's a little unfair. It's a little ridiculous. Okay, so that one's, oops, glued down. I'm gonna kind of open that up a little bit. Wrong way. Oh, I should probably get the sentiment in. So I'm gonna scoot this over. You know, I should have thought about this sentiment. I don't know if this one's gonna work, you guys. This is a little bit, I didn't think ahead. Oops. Let me see. Let me see. Maybe we just want one. Oh, see, I don't like that glue. Thank you, Marcy. These are so much fun to make, you guys. Honestly, if you've not tried this, you really should, because they are just gorgeous. Okay, here's the dilemma, you guys. I don't think this birthday sentiment is going to fit if I have two flowers. So, should we do 2 flowers and a different birthday sentiment, or a different sentiment in general, or 1 flower and this happy birthday? What do you guys think? I'm leaning towards 2, but you guys get to decide. So I'm going to wait for you guys to tell me. I think 1 flower looks kind of lame, if I'm being honest. While you guys are deciding for me, I'm going to grab another sentiment thing to see if that works. Oh, geez. I'm dropping things. let's see, 2 flowers, 2 flowers, 2 flowers. Okay, let's do 2 flowers. All right, so I'm gonna save these sentiments, but at least we foiled something on live. All right, let me put this down. Let me glue this back in place. Scratch, that's loud. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my Tailored Expressions, even though I know I like the sentiment size too. I'm bummed we can't use that. But I already have these that were, oh my gosh, my brain stopped working. Gold embossed, gold heat embossed. And these were already done. These are Tailored Expressions. And so I'm gonna pick one of these guys. Wishing you the best day ever. And this is kind of, oh, see, I'm getting ahead of myself. Hold on. That's kind of long. Maybe we can't make that work. See, what is the deal? Why am I struggling? I need a little sentiment joy, a little one. Okay, let me go look for a better one. Yeah, scratch does say 2 flowers. Oh, here we go. Yes. Here we go. This one will work. I'm gonna move this flower like that. That's gonna fit in there beautifully. Actually, I don't even mind that it hangs off, as long as it doesn't hang off. There, and then I can add. Okay, we got it. Struggles. Yes, those are from Tailored Expressions, Kim. Taylor has lots of just awesome things for sentiments like that. It works so good because she's got the big, scratch, that's loud. She's got the big, oh my gosh, the big stamps that have tons of sentiments and then coordinating dies, and then you just pop it into those little containers, and it is so fantastic. So for something like this. Okay, so I'm gonna let this hang off, but not past the actual card itself. I have some foam tape behind it because, you know, I like to do things like that. Oh, see? Now let's add the leaves, and we might add some sequins. You guys tell me sequins yay or nay. Okay, let me get these leaves glued on here. Mocha, stop. Sorry guys, my dog is licking her foot over there and it's driving me nuts. Jean, you have that case. Isn't it fantastic? It is such a great case. Okay. I'm just using my tweezers to kind of push it down so the glue will kind of like, you know, catch onto the paper, if that makes sense. You guys, good idea whoever said do a gatefold card. Do we want a leaf back there? Yes, we do. Sequence, you're stronger than I am. Brienne. I don't think I can say no to sequins. I feel like we need, and I know which ones I want to use. They're Studio Katya's. Oh no, see, now I don't even remember what they're called, but I'm going to get them out. Okay. I think one more flower because I kind of need things to be odd. I'd like to have some odd numbers. Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. That's okay, Nakia. No one's judging the spelling. You don't got to spell right on my channel. Oh, let's see. I don't think that's going to stick. Hold on. Okay. Yes. Oh, I love it, you guys. Okay, let me go grab the sequins real quick. I know which ones they are, and I'll tell you when I read it. Let me grab it really quick. Gold Fever Confetti. And it's kind of this iridescent gold. Oh, never mind. It's kind of iridescent gold like the foiling we did, but we're not using. Yeah. Anyways, I like it. So let's put a few of these on, and then we're going to be done, you guys. Thanks for sticking with me through all this craziness. Hi, Mocha. Okay. I don't know if I want one that big. I really love sequins that has different sizes. What do you guys like sequins that has like different sizes to it? I just like to have different size things like that. And do you think I should put sequins? Yes, Mocha, my sweet Mocha. We're so sad about her. I'm so glad it's been fun, Marcy. I've had such a good time. Okay, do you think I should just keep the sequins on the circle, or should I add it to other parts of the card? You guys decide. And then we'll be done. Varied sequin sizes, yes. I have trouble using the largest ones too, Brienne. Like every once in a while I do, but I struggle with that one, and I'm not sure why. But I totally agree. I know there's a little bit of a delay, so I'm just waiting for you guys to tell me. You love it the way it is? Okay, good, Brienne. Add more and more. Okay, well, let's see. Let's see. Let me get these little small guys. I don't know. I kind of feel like it just needs to be on the circle. Jordan says different sizes. Yes, yes. Okay, I'm going to keep it on the circle, you guys, because I think I just like all the good stuff there. All right. Oh my gosh, come off my finger. Oh my gosh, I also forgot to tell you guys, I got a sign made for my craft room that has the Create It With Joy. It's an acrylic sign. You know what? I want a smaller one. And I am so in love with it, and I will share it on photos. I don't have it hung up yet because I just got it, but it's so pretty. So it'll hang up behind me. Oh my gosh, Joy, get a grip. When I do the lives, you guys should be able to see it at the very beginning. Okay, here we go. We're done, you guys. Let me see. Oh my gosh. So yeah, you are not mailing this one except for if you put it in a box. But look at the dimension those flowers have. I mean, you could put these flowers on anything. Honestly, like I just think this turned out so good. And then of course you write your cute little whatever inside. I love it, you guys. You guys helped me out so awesome. Thank you guys. It turned out so good. And I love all this white in the back, but I don't know. Sometimes just too much white I don't love. But then you have like the embossed, so that definitely gives it some texture and some more interest to the back. Oh yes, I love these. So I do have all the stuff listed. If you guys are interested in all, it is listed and linked below. Okay, I'm gonna flip the camera around and we'll talk for a minute, and then we'll say we love each other and we'll say goodbye in a minute. Okay, yay, you guys. You guys, this was so fun. While I'm talking and while you guys are talking, let me just put these sequins back in here because I know I'm going to throw them on the floor. They would look nice. I just think you could put these on frames. I think you could put these flowers on anything. And there's tons of these types of flowers. I mean, there was Christmas stuff too. I have ones that are, oh my gosh, my brain stopped. Pine cones. And that was a lot of fun to put together. So on my blog, I think I have a lot of those where I showed that. But cute, cute. Okay, last sequence. Sorry, I was going to dump those on the floor. Brianne, this is a display piece. That's so nice. Okay. It's elegant. It would be perfect for a wedding card. Yes, with a different sentiment. Yes, Kim, I agree. This has been so much fun chatting with everyone. It always is, Marcy. Thank you, Jean. I just threw a whole thing of sequins on my floor earlier today. I was on my hands and he's picking them up. That's awful. That is awful. When I used to do nails, I threw a whole thing of glitter all over my desk. And I had a little fan in my desk and that's where it landed. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is horrible. So I did not pick up all of that, but it was not fun. Okay. Yes, it was fun, Kim. Thank you. You just made 5 cards today by yourself. That's freaking awesome. Louise, you're here. True. Don't be sorry you're late. We're glad you're here, but you're going to want to watch this on replay, True, because this is what we made. And it's so, so pretty. Look at that. So it's a gatefold card. Let me open it. With 3D flowers on it. So it's pretty, oh, pretty fantastic. Okay. All right, you guys. I'm gonna let you go. You guys have been so awesome and so much fun. Thank you for crafting with me. I love you guys so much. Have a wonderful night. I wasn't picking up. Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny, Brianne. You guys have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful weekend. Do lots of fun things. Eat lots of good food. And I will be back here next Thursday and we'll do lots more fun things. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with me. Big hugs. And I will see you next Thursday. Bye.